Hey guys, it's Justin, and as I said on my ads and on my Facebook uh, groups, not my Facebook groups, but the Facebook groups, Beach Boys, I Just Wasn't Made for These Times, the Smile page, the DK page, Beach Boys page, and German fans and Beach Boys collectors. As I said, I was going to be showing you guys what I had bought the other day. Trading cards. Uh, they're 8 per pack. I got these at Target. They were $2.99 each. They're put out by Panini. I guess that's what they're called. Ages 9 plus, which I have no idea why they would have an age on here. And they are the retail, as you can see under it says autographs. There's also the hobby versions that I believe I've read on the Smiley board that people are getting through the website when they order like a whole box of them. Wish I had that kind of money to buy a whole box, but hence I don't have that kind of money. Anyway, I bought a few packs and they're pretty cool. A little more impressed than I really thought they were gonna be. Um, I was thinking about possibly going back. I checked Walmart; they do not have it here in Bloomington. Not that that means it won't have it at another Walmart. Uh, but I may go back to Target and see if I can get like the box once it's everything's sold out. Maybe they could give me the display. I don't know if people do that or not. So anyway, so we have these. Kind of nice to have these put out after the 50th anniversary. Kind of cool. There's the bag. Of course, I've opened it up, and there's some of the things back here. 120 card base set. Look for randomly inserted cards. Surfer foil stamp. There's 120 cards. I believe that's the gold stamp that's on the cards. We'll see in a little bit. Artist proof 120 numbered to 99 or less. Sounds of Summer / Surfer foil stamp. 12 cards. Sounds of Summer artist proof. Honors Surfer foil stamp. Not really sure what Surfer foil stamp means. Okay, that's just on all those. Yeah, I get it. Honors artist proof in their own words. In their own words, artist proof. I don't know what the artist proof means. Top 10 hits. Top 10 artist proof. Beach Boys signatures. I did not get any. Numbered to 70 or less. Beach Boys signature parallel 1/1. Don't know what that means. Manufactured contemporary guitar picks. That's kind of cool. Even though there's a Mike Love guitar pick. Manufactured, let's see here. They have the one with, not the guitar picks, but there's a commemorative concert thing where it's got, yeah, it's concert gear in which it's a little piece of fabric from like Al Jardine shirts. That's kind of, yeah, I saw that. I'm sure there's other stuff. It would be cool if we could get like a piece of Brian's robe from the 70s. I would be up for that. I did not get any of those. I think they're called concert gear cards. I got some of the special ones, some of the gold things on them, but not all of them have that on there. So, I'll go through the specialty cards. And just to let you know, after the show, come to my Facebook page. I'm going to be adding each card a picture of them on my Beach Boys folder. I will take a picture of the front and the back so you can read the back, see if it really matches up to what it says, because some of the stuff on here is kind of oddly told, somewhat. And if you don't have me on Facebook, add me so you can see the pics. I only know that eBay, you can see pictures on there, of course, but I'm going to take pictures of all of them. So we have, here's On the Record, And here we have Hawthorne CA. Kind of cool they did that. This is the only one I saw that's not a total rectangular card. So it just describes the album itself and when it was released. And then here we have appearance on Ed Sullivan Show. This is one of the honors. That's pretty cool. And talks about just the Beatles being on there right before the Beach Boys. Pretty cool. Let's see. How am I doing that? Okay. And then top 10 hits. Fun, fun, fun. A little bit of stats on that. Little mini paragraphs, bios, stories, kind of stuff. A lot of stuff, pretty much everything we already know. If you're watching this video, you know your Beach Boys stuff. Here's an example of the gold stamp thing. See there on the right corner, right below my thumb. I noticed this here. On the right we have Sloop John B. There is no gold stamp, so yeah, I guess those are rarer. There's some of those in the packs. So here's Sloop John B. Tells a little story about Al, suggesting it to Brian, of course. God Only Knows, of course. Speaking how great that album is. Kind of cool. They got all this little info on there and stuff. And next, in their own words, I've got Bruce and Dave Marks here. So some interesting pictures here. Bruce's is his own words is about how he joined the group. Dave's is kind of about how he didn't realize at his age that how much they impacted culture. Pretty neat. So those are the special cards. Now here is a special white card. Now you say, well, what's so special about this? Well, folks, what they're doing, if you've not read online yet, they're sticking these in the packages. And I'm assuming the packages that have the guitar picks, the commemorative concert gear, and the autographs are going to be thicker cards. But they're going to put this, it's not going to replace one of the 8 cards. It's just in the middle, and they're going to put this in there to fool you into picking that up. I didn't feel for them. I was just picking up ones. I didn't really care. So I wasn't sure what to look for when I heard about this. So that's what this is. So just beware of that. It is in the card. It may weigh just a little bit more. You can feel it around. So here we have more of the guys. And this is card number 1. And I believe it's telling the story of the Beach Boys card by card by card. And I want to say it is in order. So a lot of it's kind of odd that they don't particularly say exactly what's on the front. I believe this is the Andy Williams show when they were performing The Hearts Were Full of Spring. That info's not on here. So they're not going exactly on here. And with this, of course, we got our gold surfer logo. We have Carl Wilson on bass guitar. Cool, during the Surfin' Safari album, or Surfin' USA, whichever. And you think, oh, this is going to be about young Carl, and what do we have? It just talks about the Beach Boys' humble origin, so it doesn't even mention Carl. So, kind of odd. Here we have more of the guys, kind of a Smile era, 66 era, I want to say. Info about Today album, and of course the beach picture from 67, Wild Honey. California Girls is talked about on there. Great picture here, Brian. More about In My Room. And we have Steve Desper, our very own honored guest, here on the left, with Brian in the middle there. I want to say during the Friends era, and of course this is about Be My Baby and all that. and Don't Worry Baby. Um, Now, here we have Carl on the left, Brian on the right. What's this going to talk about? Yep, it's all about Carl. Talking about mostly, really, it just talks about Good Vibrations and how expensive it was and how many tapes it took up. It does say Carl Wilson, but it doesn't say really anything about him having lead vocal or anything, so that's kind of odd. Here we have another gold stamp. Early days. Talks about the release of 409 and revving up the engine for it in a driveway. Here we have the guys, I think, signing up with Capitol Records and Pendletones, or at least that's what I always thought they were. They were at talking about surfing. Here we have Brian, Surf's Up era, very cool. And we have talking about Four Freshmen and how he used to listen to him over and over again. You would think it'd be like, oh, this is 1971. Here's a card that actually does link up. This is 2020 era. Of course, there's no Brian, and it does talk about 2020, and I Can Hear Music is on there. Here we have Mike and Brian at the Lake in Hawaii, 1967 rehearsals. This is more, I believe, Brian and just Mike Love interview with Rolling Stone. And this is around, I want to say Good Vibrations era, and talks about Barbara Ann. Great. Moving on, they are pretty good quality cards. Pretty neat. Sorry, I didn't get to see the front there. They're in a concert. Talks about the Sacramento concert album. I was wondering if there was going to be any Beach Boys 70s stuff, and here you go. There's Brian. And just to kind of go through more with lots of time, great, love you stuff. Smile era does not really say anything about Smile on the back there, talking about fun. Cool picture of Dennis I'd never seen. More Smile era, but again, not really talking about it. Ew, get Mike out of that tank top. 90s here, talking about Kokomo. Great picture of Carl from the 70s, love that outfit. 80s, from the Rock and Roll to the Rescue video, that's talking about what's his name, Secretary of the Interior, James Watt. You know the story behind that. Cool that they got the 2006 Capitol Records reunion, and it looks like a 70s billboard of Beach Boys. And we have Kokomo being talked about. More Brian, that's the American Spring shirt. I've never seen that picture. I don't think. There's Smile Sessions talked about, and this is card number 95. So I believe they are in order of talking about the story. Now this is kind of odd. Okay, this is the picture without Mike there over in Europe, and it says the four Beach Boys in this photo, excluding Bruce Johnston, in front of one of Europe's most famous structures, had a healthy rivalry with the Fab Four from across the ponds. And then mentions Help Me Rhonda eclipsed the Beatles' Ticket to Ride. Why does it say excluding Bruce Johnston, and why not Mike Love? In this picture, I want to say it's from 1964. I could be wrong, but I think that's kind of odd. Great. More Mike. Dave Marks. That's what that's on. And more and more of the younger years. Of course, you're going to see a lot of that. Yay, Brian. And talking about Paul McCartney, talking about him. So, in general, I think these are really cool cards. If I could get my hands on more, I would love to. I just don't really have the money. So, beware of those white cards. And so feel around for those. Actually, I would grab every one. If you felt this in there, grab every one of those, because I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to wind up with maybe one of those special cards, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, have fun with it. I like supporting this stuff, so glad you guys could watch the review, and have a good one.